Hi, Zizaran here with another long, low quality video, and this is going to be unedited. It's going to be a long video for those that like having that on in the background. So this is going to be leveling the Rue Corrupting Fever League Start collab we had. I'm not going to be in full League Start gear, and we'll be investing a little bit more because obviously it's further into the league now. And we're going to be leveling with Splitting Steel early on into Spectral Helix at level 12, and I have a limb split for that. And we're going to be switching to Poet's Pen with Corrupting Fever, Reap, and Exsanguinate at level 28. And we have some leveling gear: Electronial Caress, Gold Rim, 2 Iron Rings, Random Ass, Corroded Blade, Tabitha, and actually my belt doesn't actually do anything because I'm not a spellcaster. And then a 7 League Step. So 7 League Step I must use because I want the VOD to be less than 3 hours to maps ideally. So if that's the type of video you want to watch, that's perfect for you. And we are going to have a a edited video talking about how it went afterwards. But we will get to it. We'll just have some music playing as well. There we go.
But it'll have to do for now.
Now we can have alerts. Other than that, it'll just be a normal stream. Now we can have alerts. Taurus, thank you for the 22 months, and Galaxon, thank you for the 10 months. Matrix got restarted. I smashed my playlist in chat. Hey, we're just gonna zoom. This should be pretty zoomy. Honestly, this could be sub 3 hours to maps. The others were a little more. Thank you for the 17 months, PUBG.
Subscribed for 17 months. Love you, Papa.
Thank you, thank you. That's a good song. We gotta go fast, right? Important. Look for reward for even more movement speed soon. We're gonna have a bunch of regrets too. On the skill tree, not just in our build. At least we get a lot of fizz damage early. See, we are about to get a dash. Put that somewhere else. Oops. Honestly, sometimes feels like I get a spell echo on the call. I don't really need a war banner. It's nice though for bursting down bosses. I do like that. I do like bursting down the bosses. Weird layout. Yeah, we can do that. Are you leveling on hardcore? Yeah, I only play hardcore. I only play hardcore. At level 12, we get a limb split. So I put a portal there so I can see, actually the guy goes for DPS, but I feel like seeing his roommate it is a little bit more soft oriented. I'd rather have the life nodes there. Rather have the life nodes. Damage isn't that important. Oh, interesting. But it doesn't buff the dancing dervish, right, Mediki? Or just lets you like be on R? No? Oh, then I don't think it's very worth. Even level are we? 7. This is so fast early, dude. Alright, let's see. Do you think Corrupting Fever is too good right now? Well, seeing as I'm level 7, it's kind of hard for me to answer that. Kind of hard for me to answer that.
do this just yet.
Don't think we get buffed this patch? No, I don't think so. I think anything much changed with it. I can remember at least. Corrupting mob blood is one-shotting these mobs. I'm gonna reroll.
It's to be a cage fight then.
See, we should go get the thing. Spectre Helix was a ball lake to level? Really? I always thought it was really smooth. But I thought you would know it from other streamers or something. No, I don't really watch other streams. I don't really have much time. Like, I generally just play and go sleep. Stream and sleep. That's all we do. Don't really have any time to do anything. But if I'm not streaming, I'm usually spending time with Helena. That's pretty much all I do. It's nice to like one burst them down. Hope you spend time with your baby as well. Yeah, we go like play baseball and like stuff like that. It never catches the ball, but you know, had to try, right?
I've traveled inland to stay sharp.
He's soon level 12. Nice. Easy layouts. Need new potions as well, actually. Could be here, right? How many layouts I remember? Too many. Yeah, he can't even walk right now. So like I beat him at like every sport. It's kind of embarrassing, really. I tried playing football and like it's just very, very easy. I'm not even that good. I'm not even that good, so it's a little bit embarrassing, but you know, maybe I'll get better with practice.
Skill beats size every time.
Maybe. Probably better at sleeping than you. No, he's not even that good at sleeping. He's such a baby.
I can't do this just yet.
You aren't gonna sleep either? I am.
Ha! My fans in Orient will barely recognize.
Poison Kong? Oh, Poison Kong's insane because Plague Bearer is so strong. So like you don't really use Poison Kong much for clearing. You're mostly relying on Plague Bearer. You just hit a monster like twice, and then your Plague Bearer is full, and then you just run around and Plague Bearer just melts everything in the map in tier 16s. I played those a lot. They're insanely strong.
I almost feel sorry for these
You
dudes.
probably use Poison Concoction like 6 times during a map, and the rest is just Plague Bearer.
Lick underscore horn just subscribe.
Leghorn, thank you for the sub, dude. Especially once you get a 21 Plague Bearer, and then you can either use a Void Eye, like a +5 ring. I really like doing that. Some people like using Empower, but Empower is pretty hard to get. Try darts? Yeah, it's just like he's not very like dexterous. So bit of a walkover at anything. Crest of Desire, yeah. I've done that. Crest of Desire is pretty fun with it. And you could use ashes of stars as well. Have to sneeze. No, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't have to sneeze. Also, I was watching more Chris Kisak this morning. It's such a good channel. It was talking about how like the universe is moving away from us, and that like parts of the universe are literally always unreachable because they're relatively to us traveling faster than the speed of light. Very interesting. Such a good channel. I really like it. The biggest thing for single target damage on that build is the helmet focus enchant. Whenever we see new players complaining about damage, they don't have the focus enchant. Almost depressing? Not really, 'cause the universe is so big. We have so much to explore anyway. Skip the mini boss? Yeah, you don't need to kill that. No reason to. There, we'll pick up the skill point away forward. Save a little time there.
It's not every day that I get to do the legend.
Did you buy a telescope? No, I want to buy a telescope when Liam gets a little bit older. I want to wait a little bit. I want to wait a little bit. They're also like pretty expensive. And we need a car, really. Ooh. We need a car as well if I buy a telescope. Are there any downsides? No. So Poison Conk, just the more projectiles, the more AoE you get is actually the better. It's not like Toxic Rain, where too much or too little AoE is detrimental to your build. A big struggle for new players because they don't understand that additional projectiles are bad on Toxic Rain. A lot of bad things like that. I can't check the clip right now, Caldia. Yeah, Dying Sun's huge. Oops. Oh wait, I can go here. Some more attack speed though. Maybe sub 13 Merveil. Or banner power. Slightly better than yesterday. How is extra push bad on TR? It pushes the projectiles further apart from each other, making you get less AoE overlap. It didn't used to be like that, but like 2 or 3 patches ago that got added, making it a lot harder for newer players because newer players are just gonna get more proj and more AoE. You need like, can't remember what the exact numbers are anymore, but it's in the build guide. No, I kind of prefer splitting steel. That's the thing, I have enough damage that I should have just stuck with splitting steel. To be honest. But it is more damage. It's fine, I'll just stick with this. It doesn't make a huge difference anyway. Bit slow. One shots everything though. Yeah, it's usually just used as a leveling skill. Pretty early, not so good scaling. It's fine, not every skill needs to be good in game.
I'm starting to think there's more to life than prize or perish.
Rather Ash would be bad actually.
A place of soiled dreams. I'll have to tread carefully there.
Playing the higher ER right now, pretty insane, even a shitty year. Yeah, incredibly strong build. Very happy how that turned out. Really annoying to have to wait so I don't like animation cancel it. What thing? That thing? You're scared of that thing? Ah, I clicked it. I swear I clicked it. Is it Rage's Fire build? Good for the league. Yeah, RF is one of the most popular builds. To be fair, that's probably what I'll do, to be honest. Because if Winter Orb, like hopefully, I don't know if they will, but hopefully they will confirm whether he gets nerfed this league or next, because obviously that's a very big deal. So hopefully they will at least be nice enough to say, to like give people warnings, like is this a build we can play with for league or not with the Winter Orb Zenith. But if Zenith is not getting nerfed, then I'd invest really, really hard into that and do a super Zenith build. But if it does get nerfed this league, then I will do Righteous Fire. But yeah, RF is like one of the strongest. You can do like any boss. Well, but Hateforge wasn't bugged though, I think. Or was it? I actually never got a Hateforge.
A pity.
What are they nerfing about Zenith? It's supposed to have a cooldown. And I get it. It legitimately is bugged, right? I get that. It's just, it's a way better interaction this way. And it gives Warb like a really niche good use. Like Warb has been very hard. Like Warb doesn't exactly work on a very good budget anymore. I think it's fine. No oak? Yeah, we're doing oak. You have to do oak. Grabbing the waypoint here first and then going by. No, Bees is dead. Whenever they removed this life reduction on minion damage now. And it's not the end of the world gem wise, but it is the end of the world because it's so hard to get a good enough helmet. Very, very hard to get a good enough helmet. We'll level our Poet's Pen. Oh, they're 12. I could use those already. Here, I can have no crafting fever in here to level it. I don't exactly need anything else. Spectral shields are dead. No, but it doesn't bust anymore. You would have to use shield crush for that. At least without a significant investment. Like it's not an amazing buster anymore. It's not an amazing all-around build with a low investment. It's not something I would really start to bust with anymore. Shield crush, however, is very, very strong.
It's hard to cast a spell with a blade in your throat, isn't it, Witch?
Level 18. Easy clap. What do you think the other two bandits should give to be viable? Like 2 more fist reduction for Oak is all he needs, I think, right? To be more efficient than skill points. And 5 or 8% spell suppression from Kraton. That's what I would say. How long does it usually take for you to go from level 1 to map? So in a lot of these, play with me, it's been around 3 hours. Some closer to 4, some slightly below 3. It depends if I can use Blink Arrow or not. If I can use Blink Arrow, then it's pretty fast. Thanks, War Banner. Does the order matter much? Yeah, massively. Thanks so much. My order is the correct one. Yeah, I had no idea Elden Ring was tomorrow, so I think I will be trying Elden Ring a little bit at launch. I don't think I like play it in a big way right now, but I do want to try it a little bit and see if I just instantly fall in love with it. It's just such a bad time, right? Like PoE is just so good. I still want to play Lost Ark as well. There's a lot of things to do. Wish I had more time in the day, dude. I don't think I'm gonna get much like relaxation time with like games like RimWorld this league, to be honest. Like very often I love just like, you know, doing some short streams, so like 6 to 8 hour streams for a while and just play RimWorld off stream. I could stream it, but it's really like it's a very different gaming experience. Like on stream or off stream. So I play a lot of games off stream.
Well, this can't be good.
Second stream for very chill gaming. So I do have the Naraz's channel, like Twitch TV/Naraz's, and I have streamed on that quite a bit. But it's the problem is that I really struggle. Like I don't really have, like I know a lot of other streamers that successfully have like, you know, a more of a persona on stream. And then are able to be like very different on their old channel where they're very chilled out, maybe not even reading chat. I can't. I have to read chat. I have to read and interact with chat. And I'm not very like, I don't really have a like persona that like that's different on or off stream. It's more like, is another human in close proximity or not? You know? Like if I'm sitting here completely on my own with nobody else, I'll be like, but you know, like, I'd say I'm like exactly the same on or off stream as long as there's anyone else there. Asmongold's like that. Yeah, he does really, really good alt streams that are like very different and really chill. But like for me, like I'm not really able to have that distinction. Especially with like how many hours I stream, it would be kind of hard to have like a personality for streaming. I think it would be more successful if I did, if I could be a little bit more energetic and stuff, but very hard with that many hours streamed. I'm just me all the time. These negative comments hurt a lot more. You know? Because if you have a persona, you know, we have some like PvE streamers too, even that have like very clear like streamer persona, right? They're very different on stream or off stream. And then if you get negative comments, it's like, okay, whatever. Like, it's, you know, I can understand why they don't like that, right? But then when it's just you, it's like, oh shit, yeah, they just hate me. Great.
It only hurts the first time.
Feline Amulet just resubscribed for 54 months.
Thanks. Thank you for that. It's a long time. Thanks so much.
Just subscribe.
Appreciate it. That'd be more your style. Yeah, I mean, that's what I've been trying to use it for, but it's like, that's still what I mean. Like, sometimes I just want to sit there with my mouth open, not talking. It's not like it's a lot of times I want to do that, because I am like live more than I'm not, but it's still nice to just play RimWorld off stream and chill. I do have a second channel. Blockies, thank you for the prime. And I could never stream that. I can never stream just me like, I have to talk. I can't shut up. Find a better weapon, you'd be dead, sir. The attention is just so addicting. Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm a massive attention whore. That's the main reason I stream. Money is nice, obviously. The other main reason. Disable microphone, I couldn't. And like, especially because I would see some fucking dumb fuck message in chat at some point and I would feel the need to respond. You can't just let someone be wrong on the internet. Are you fucking kidding me? No way, dude. No, I don't make any content around RimWorld. I just love playing it. And then I have like two playstyles for RimWorld. I either go like super hardcore Iron Man. Super hardcore Iron Man. Sometimes start on the ice sheet, hardest difficulty, naked brutality, stuff like that. Or I play on like medium hard difficulty, like the second or third hardest, and I save scum and make the perfect playthrough. There's like no in between. That's like the only two playstyles I have. And then I'll be like ultra save scum. I'll be like, my character lost a toe? Not today. There's no in between. Ever do no pause? No, I haven't.
It only hurts the first time.
Thank you, Mercedes. Thank you for the
Merciless Folk
25
just
months.
Subscribed for 25 months. Happy 25. CF Champ, this league has been one of my faves in a while.
That's awesome, dude. Why are you playing Hardcore SSF? Is it funny or what? In my opinion, it's just all league leveling. Well, if you don't die a lot, like, I generally die less than 8 times the entire league. So, and it takes me 3 hours to level a new character. Well, I mean, actually, the game is just, you are just leveling the entire game. It's like, that's the game. No, I mean, it's just the game is too easy if playing Hardcore Trade League or Softcore or anything. Because I have so much knowledge of the game and I play so many hours. Like, some leagues, like, I think the most I played was like slightly over 1,300 hours in one league. Dies less than 8 times, continues to upload rapes. I don't think I've died more than 8 times in any league recently. At all. Like, usually I die 4 or 5 times per league. And I do between 600 and 1,300 hours, depending on how much I like the league. So if I don't like a league, I'll play around 500 or 600. Or if there's any other releases I really care about. But no, I mean, I don't really spend much time leveling. Right now I am because I'm doing build weeks. I'm doing a new character every single day. I haven't died in like over a week. So it's just like, when you have this many hours, like, depends what you like. I really like, I really like the feeling of progression on my character. And I'm not a huge fan of like the ultra min-max that you do on softcore. Like, you know, like doing like awakening orbs and maven orbs. I don't really like that. It's okay to do it on one character per league, but like, I'm not a huge fan of putting like 700x into one character. I fairly rarely do that. Usually on a stat stacker. That's generally why I play SSF. And nothing, when you play that much as well, one thing that goes is all your excitement, right? Because what would I possibly find that is exciting on Trade League? Nothing, right? It would be Watcher's Eyes, the new jewels. It's so little that you can find. Like, and mirrors, but it's like not really gonna find more mirrors. So it just, whenever I play a game, I always chase the highs, right? I always chase the like, oh my god, dude, that felt so good. That's all I play video games for. And I get that on Hardcore Souls Alpha because like I've even, you can get that from so many small things. Like, for example, I remember there was one patch I just didn't have an Eye of Chayula to go low life. It's not a rare unique. I have like 6 now. But I finally got it and it felt like dropping like a 16 shabs. And that's why I like League Start too. That's why I think every game, even MMOs, should at least have the option with some servers that have like regular resets. Like I probably would have still been playing WoW if it reset every 3 months. So it's obviously like not a problem for everybody because most people don't put that much time into games, but for me it is. So that's kind of why I play Hardcore SSF. But I always like, I think everybody should just do whatever they find the most fun for them. What do you enjoy the most? That's the only thing that matters. The only thing that matters. Oh, why hardcore then? Same reason really. I feel like everything is pointless on softcore. Like, especially with the new like for me specifically, I don't care what other people do. They don't matter. Because like, especially now with the new like I haven't done wave 30 simulacrum on hardcore yet. I think that's amazing. I was so happy when they added content that I wasn't able to instantly do. That's why I was so disappointed in these new bosses, because they were like dead. So like I managed to do blight maps, right? The new blight maps, even though they're fairly challenging depending on placement. And then there's wave 30 simulacrum, and you know, I've done feared and stuff, and even like fairly rolled feared, but I just like having content that's not easy. On solo, even on solo self on softcore, everything is guaranteed, right? There's never the question of, well, can I do this? Because in 6 portals on a strong build, I can obviously do wave 30 simulacrum. So that's like the main reasons I would say for me. No, I haven't done Unrelenting Emblems either, so I have so much stuff to still look forward to. So that's sort of like my approach to gaming. I just really like that feeling of progression. I don't always like having completed it. Like, for example, very often, like I think I've had somewhere between like 10 and 20 headhunters. Probably in the middle somewhere. And very often after getting a headhunter, I will quit the game and go play something else. Because for me, it's all about the journey there. That's why I find it super unrelatable with like real money trading and stuff in games. Because even if I was progressing slower, that just means I would have more joy to experience, right? Because that's the entire thing I play for, the progress. That's why I play games like this. I don't play to just like right-click maps and be like, oh, I'm so powerful. I play... And then that's why I like roguelikes too. It's all about the journey for me. But again, like, as long as you're enjoying the game, that's the important part. It also lets me enjoy it longer because it lasts longer. Probably 720s try. You played Zizaran? Yeah, I didn't like it. Wasn't a fan. That's why Tarkov is so fun. I love Tarkov. I just wish Tarkov had either hardcore events, which they are hopefully doing in this year, early this year. Because Nikita liked the suggestion. I basically proposed like a gauntlet for Tarkov. Or just hardcore leagues. But at least events. It would just basically be Tarkov with no flea market at all and no secure container. That's what I like really want for Tarkov. Oops. Thanks too much. And they even addressed it on a podcast fairly recently. Because I messaged Pestily about it and he was like, oh yeah, I'll bring it up with Nikita. And then apparently Nikita liked it, so that's pretty cool. Scared to death. Thanks for the 35 months, dude. Love you too. Thanks. And Ghost Story, thanks for the 11. Oh, nice. Did you see the 2 new videos? Did they upload successfully, Skria? I almost wasn't able to record the second. It was very hard. I like never find any rogue currency. I've seen them yet, right? How far the folding shall carry Wintertide build? I mean, not as far as 5 or 6 thing, but probably enough to do sires and those types of bosses. Aqueducts guy. I mean, Helix for the Impale is very strong. I would do an Impale build probably. I did today so far, yeah. Obviously, like, how you approach gaming changes how much time you have as well. I don't think I would be very different with regardless of how much time I have. Because it's like, it just lasts longer. The only game I regret choosing a hard difficulty on is God of War. The worst developed difficulty setting in any game I've ever played. Absolutely pointless game to play with difficulty. It's just a storyline game. That was so unfun. I just staggeringly bad difficulty settings. But it just seems so odd. Like, I just don't understand. Why would they make the, like, normal monsters so spongy and the bosses not really that difficult? It just seems all wrong. I got warned too. And I actually listened. I played on the second hardest instead of the hardest. And even that was just garbage. I've so far, obviously I haven't fought the Valkyries yet, which are supposed to be hard. But I've one-shot every boss so far. And sometimes I'll just get stuck for like 20 minutes on some random monster. Just because it takes forever to kill. And like the balance of the weapons is like super off. Like melee does like nothing. And then like just throwing my axe repeatedly at the monster. Because like I really want to do melee and look cool and feel cool. But then the strong thing is just to like throw my axe repeatedly. And I was like, who made this? And like especially like I really love doing like the what do you call it? You know, like parry? Like I love doing parrying, but it's just like nowhere near as efficient. It's just like ranging the oh might. You know, if I'm saying this to 35, I really should put on a new weapon.
Sorry, beautiful, but someone had to put you. Tread carefully.
Dev that likes axe tossing, maybe? Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that is it. Why am I waiting till 35 to swap? Can I not swap by now? $33. Are you interested in Pathfinder? Yeah, I do want to play Pathfinder. I got offered to be sponsored for that, but they wanted to sponsor a video. Like, only a video. Like, I would do a YouTube video too, but I don't want to do only a YouTube video because I don't have time to play a full fucking game or something off stream. I was very sad about that because it's a game I wanted to play and haven't really had time for. So being sponsored to play would make it a lot easier.
Climb the tower. Kill the Mad King.
No, Bertata is like... I mean, we can swap at 31, I'm sure. I think there's a reason to wait. Whether you don't go stance depends what you're using it for or as. Like an Inquisitor is worth it. Very worth it with Ghost Stance, obviously. Really good craft. I mean, it is just... Depends how you're recovering it. If you have Blood Rage, then no, it's never worth it. It is 10% more life. Very strong craft. By the way, I did a Kickstarter lately for Cursed Ship or whatever. But I've never done a Kickstarter where I actually got to do input on something. Do I just get an email asking for it, or how does it work? Because I bought a fairly high package where you get to like design a ship and a character and a name and loads of things. Like, how does that work on Kickstarter? Yeah? Oh. I don't have to do anything. Why did you have to kill that? Okay, look, maybe one thing at Kickstarter will be successful. Not everything has to die. Not everything at Kickstarter has to die. It's by the people who made, even Kickstarted it. Maybe that, like, cancels me out. I'm not cursed. I'm not cursed. I've done some very good Kickstarters in my years. That's a lie. I did Godus and Star Citizen. Be a little cursed.
Welcome to the greatest of arenas, viewers. God is watching.
Be a little cursed. To be fair, I probably should have a better weapon. Oops.
I can't do this just yet. Have you ever seen the true face of God, Exile?
Nice sound effect, bro. We were looking at like places to go for honeymoon yesterday. Because we wanted to go to Rarotonga because of like COVID restrictions. They're not letting anyone in. Even though it would be like August or like September or something. But then Helena was like, what about this place? And I was like, wait, do you not know? Who knows? Because I feel like I talked about it on stream. Like whenever people are like, where do you want to go? I always used to say Bora Bora, Vegas, and Japan. And she was like looking at places in Bora Bora. And I was like, oh my god, yes, let's go to Bora Bora. That'd be sick. Always wanted to go there. Ow. Heard Eastern Ukraine is lovely this time of year? Yes, that's what the world needs right now. Zizaran in a potential war zone. Dude, imagine me in a war in general.
What could be more relaxing?
What could be more relaxing?
I think it's time to shed the dream.
Imagine me in the military, dude. What a disaster. I just get in the way. Oh. Why am I this squishy? Fine res. Speed running through enemy lines. Maybe I could be some sort of spy, like nobody would believe I'm a soldier. Like I look like a victim. Where's the nightmare? Trying to get Spark IRL. Yeah, I dreamt about getting a Mage's Blood today, and I woke up without a Mage's Blood, so that was very disappointing. Honestly, I feel like you could do something useful but repetitive, like packing med kits. That's what you'd be good at. True, that would actually be really fun. I could line up like so many. Yeah, express my playlist. Why is Spotify called Spotify? Like, why Spotify for a music thing? Lizard man. Not a lizard. Spotify was the first IFY company, I think. No, Shopify is older. Shopify is older than Spotify. Misheard the name Spotify? Spot and identify. Oh. Spot and identify. Not that stupid. Alright, I think we can switch now. Right, Reap. Sanguinate. Fever can be there. Sanguinate. What's another good support gem for them early? Brutality at 38. We can just do this until then. Blue, red, red. FXZ, that's already the other one. Alright, let's see. Try that. Corrupting Fever. There. Kinda annoying. I don't want to recolor those, but I can recolor this. Perfect. Very perfect. Don't need anything else here. Don't even need MAME, really. Actually, I kind of want MAME. I don't need leap symbol. I was saying, what am I gonna slam with? Why do I have unbound ailments? Did I take it by accident? Oh wait, it's a quality one. Why? I know determination rather than pride. Yeah, Vidas, I do. No, it doesn't mix in. You can't have any fire damage. You can't use that. Cannot use explosive arrow. Okay, we'll level pride. We shouldn't need that. Gonna be scary damage, but we'll try it. Should have an arcane surge. Can I have any of those free with Eternal Blessing? True. Have to recolor things though. Oh, windy outside. No other. I could have Warbanner still, but then I need yet another red. Give me 2 red then. There, we'll do that. This should be fine anyway. Should be fine anyway. That's fine for our other things. My window. I always feel like that meme with the man like closing the window. We're gonna get on it plus.
It hurts the first time.
Bronson J just resubscribed for 4 months.
Just getting Thanos snapped? Hopefully not. Not yet. Sure. Can be blurred auging because it'll make it too high for me to use. This is probably fine for now. Where's my Instagram flasks? We are ready. Indeed, dude. Yikes. Sunlight. Oh! My crafting fever is expensive. How early can I craft the amulet? How early can I craft the amulet? Two builds in one day? Hopefully not. Oops. Have you ever died? I've died once during build week, yeah. I'll put it there. Maybe on E. It's so scary, dude. What amulet? The I have the unveil for the amulet, which is it's like thingy. Oh my god. Oh my god. The amulet is like skills are free while focused. But I don't know what level I can craft it. That's very scary. Go back for Desharang. Totems don't count as allies? No, I don't think so. Corrupting Fever now uses more life than I have. That is unfortunate. Okay, I guess we don't need Corrupting Fever. Staj.
Buried under tons of rock? Not a good way to end this tale of mine.
Let's see, we don't need those nodes anymore. It's level 48? Oh my god. Alright. We don't even get that as our first ascent. Wait, I don't get it. I think the build guide is bugged. It actually says Master Metal as the first ascendancy. I think it's a little hastily made build guide. Adrenaline should be the first one? Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. The leveling trees are a little bit scuffed. That's from your guide too? Oh, wow, yeah. That collab I had with Rue. Definitely would have to check more carefully before doing one in the future. It's more than enough damage? Yeah, I can just go without it for now. I can just go without it. Whose build are you looking at? The build collab I did with Rue. First log out? What do you mean? The one I logged out there? That was just not Portal. That wasn't... That's pretty normal, Camp. The tree I got from your guides, is it running first? Maybe it's an earlier version that I've saved on my PC before he fixed everything. Let me grab the one from the actual video. Let me grab the one from the actual video. Zizaran, route to CF. Maybe I just have an earlier version saved before it was finished. Oh, much better. Much better. No, it's correct. It was just I had an earlier version before I was finished with it, I guess. Smile. Now we're all good. What's the world record? In this patch, I don't know. I've done slightly under 3 hours. Fastest I've done ever is 2 hours and 3 minutes. Don't know if anyone's been really speedrunning at this patch. But like the entire speedrun meta died after they nerfed Smoke Mine. Yeah, this looks good now. We'll get adrenaline from ascending. I am inexhaustible. So yeah, 2 hours and 3 minutes the fast I've done in hardcore. Probably do slightly sub 2 in softcore. Because it's like pretty scary being Act 10 with 1.6k life. Normally on hardcore I would have 4k life in Act 10.
Spent.
There's a bit of a difference. Need new amulet actually. Why isn't Pantheon account bound instead of per character? Just so you can't use OP Pantheons on new characters early on, I suppose. He's amazed at least, so it's impossible to die today. Got that going for me. I could unlock them after 68, yeah, true. They could. They could. Oh wait. I do have to click these. One hour, so probably around 1 hour 10-minute Act 4 finish. Super fast. I did spend a lot of time respecking though, I guess. Spend a lot of time with that. Yeah, but if I do Blood Rage right now, maybe after Ascending, I will need to get some source of life recovery. Oh, do you know what? We can get a different amulet and anoint the life on kill thing. What's the one that isn't cannibalistic, right? There's a really nice one to anoint. Is it hired killer? No, it does damage too. Blood Drinker? Isn't that a life node? Not the Shadow life node? No, no. It's way too expensive. It's a fairly cheap one. Is it up here somewhere? Vampirism. Maybe it is just cannibalistic, right? I usually anoint. I can't remember. But I will get cannibalistic right pretty soon anyway. So maybe I just do vampirism now. Amber, teal, violet. Do I have an amulet? There. And then we just need a ring, which I don't think we have, so let's just make one.
Bye.
Sure, great. Great ring. Yeah, but it's too expensive. Should have got me. Can't use that. Perfect res, dude. Oh yeah, I was gonna go get Blood Rage. It should be fine now. Also, we have an ad starting soon. I'm just gonna play it now so we don't miss anything. Like bosses and stuff. So prepare for ads. Shouldn't that proc adrenaline? Is it only if I get hit? Oh, but I already had adrenaline, that's why. I'm on SSF right now. Which one's adrenaline? Oh, there. Cool. Alright, this feels pretty good now. Then cannibalistic right will make it feel amazing. Then I can get chain for exsanguinate. I don't need brutality. Chain feels great for clearing early. Oh wait, I didn't start it. There. Oh, I was pregnant. Yeah, I just realized. Doesn't adrenaline give you life back instantly? This is my first time using it. I surprisingly not had adrenaline on any character. Can use KB too. Then we don't get frenzy. Actually, we do get frenzy charges if we use this. So yeah, we could switch to KB right now.
Semar47 just resubscribed for 4 months.
When we're not doing bosses. Instant 25 back? Wow, and it's still that low. Holy shit. Yeah, let's do that actually. I feel fine with Blood Rage. Thanks so much for the resub, TMR. No, I used to play hardcore trade and I would love to, but that's not really much for me there. And Vash declined payment. Let's see. You probably won't need chain when you get Hemophilia. Hemophilia is what, 44? Kinda want... Yeah, fuck it. We don't need frenzy. 43, right? Don't even need frenzy charges on bosses. I think I'll have enough damage. Kinetic. You know, Bolt is pretty fun too. Yeah, but I'm not really refreshing adrenaline. I'm just using it to make it slightly less awful to start.
I once heard a Cardo mention their Island of the Dead. Perhaps this is it.
Life feels fine. Can do entirely manaless if I drop maim. Reaper have brutality. Yeah, you can try that. I don't have brutality yet. Don't really have support gems. Okay, I probably will do brutality. I won't do chain. Capable of recoloring. Yeah, because right now it costs nearly my entire HP pool, and then adrenaline helps it not cost that much. Effectively. Do, do, do. So scary at the start of instances still. On hardcore. Yeah, sure, Medikey. Reliable price per life flask and easy for leech. Yeah, I mean low life builds are pretty fun now, especially now that you can like make it show your entire HP pool and not like half. What are you making? Oh, I have no idea. You're gonna multi-mod it? I really don't know. I've never really made a duck bow like that. There.
Just be happy that you got a
Plus one bow with Visor time. Oh. You want to do... First you're going to slam plus ones. You're going to do cannot roll attack mods, exalt it once. And then scour suffixes and multi-mod. I get the Sony I did. Yeah, that's what I would do. Wait, I still have mods. I still have a stat I don't need. Oh, that was a 10-second. Scary. Is this the league you've the most had in a long time? Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed last league too, but I was so disappointed by the rewards. I was hoping for strong items and we didn't really get that. But yeah, for sure. If I didn't enjoy it, I'd be playing Lost Ark right now. And also still cut off with star. Yeah, I need regrets, which I don't have on me. Don't have them on me. Mana's annoying. Kinda wanna do life tap. But I might actually struggle on regen then. Might actually struggle. Maybe. Do the map ones? No, map ones should be very easy on this. In-game bosses aren't great. Not really a buster. How does this get the 2-1s? I think I have like 7 or 8 both pens. You just drop a lot with your doing the loot explosion.
I'm excited. The beast itself.
You drop a lot. Three levels left, and then we're 38. Oh, okay. I don't have a huge mana cost, so maybe... No, I don't think I can get rid of News Enduring. Oh, I forgot to... That's fine. I'll do the next instant swap and go back and get regrets. Like 2 more skill points I can save. Doing a bunch more. Get a little bit more HP sustain. It'll feel even nicer. Oh, my blood rage expired. Well, there. Eat a few. Here. Here, we can do this. Excellente. 8 more int A. There, that one's important. Really important. We're gonna need more int anyway. Which poet's pants? More damage. Yes, Diablo it is. The command is more up to date. What build is this? This is gonna be a corrupting fever build. Erupting fever. The league started with it with Rule. I should make a new video on that. To be fair, the one in the video is like almost as optimal. I think it's like 6 less uniques or something. It's not a very big difference. It's not like something very critical. The only thing you could go wrong in the recipe is if you, for whatever reason, did Shakari first. There were loads of people in the video that were like, oh, why aren't you doing Shakari first? It's like, this one unique item. It's like the worst thing you could do. Like, are you normally excited when you find an inner treasure mob? How you doing, Lusky? You know if Keith is playing Lusky? The damage on all the crafting favors rep isn't too bad. Not too bad at all. And I'm not even using Frenzy against bosses. I use life to cast spells. And if I'm loving a thing and stuff, yeah, it does that. It's a fast clear, but not an amazing buster. That's very often like the league starter thing. Like normally league starters end up like that. EI is a bit of an exception where EI is an amazing league starter and also just an insanely strong build you can scale and do literally everything with. It's not the best build this league. Once you start putting 100 to 300x into a build, other builds will be better. But it is very strong. Pretty decent on a grow bow. A short bow wouldn't be too bad. There.
I didn't catch a word of what you said.
Well, lightning strikes, very strong, yeah. I have that on one of my other characters. Important question, how do you run so fast in PoE? Just practice. Like anything in life, practice. Like I have 23,000 hours in the game, so I know every layout and every zone, and I don't waste a lot of time in town. That's where most people slow down a lot. Like they'll have too much gear lying around, they'll try to switch gear very often. That's the only thing that slows me down while leveling is whenever I have to switch gear. That does take a lot of time where you're not doing anything. Knowing what zone to level in, what zone to not.
Take comfort, Melly Garden. An artist's work is always worth more.
Tai said he was tired of going slow, so he learned how to go fast. Yep, same thing for me. I used to be I used to always be like one of the people competing for like first level 100, and I'd be good once I got to maps, but I was very slow at like speed running early. One day I just started practicing, and I started out with like first I would make 10 characters and run it to Act 2, and then I would take those 10 characters and run them to Act 3, and I would just continue doing that. And then after I'd run like maybe 200 or 300 characters to Act 4 Merciless, like I'd noticeably improved. So it only took a few hundred characters, so it's not like too much. Not any worth doing. What I want to do first. I have the first stop multi here. Point no pierce. Don't have room for it. I want faster attacks. Feels better. There's not that much. There's not that many monsters while leveling. Nice, good morning. Okay, the more you practice, the faster you go. And we have like a lot of videos with like Tai Tai and stuff like that, where we like show how to practice and stuff like that. Sell faster, gotta nerf it. Well, that's the gamble. We don't know if it's getting nerfed this league. So, selling might be a gamble too. Good enough? Yeah, sub 5 hours is great. Don't understand how corrupting fever, can you explain it real good? It's basically like corrupting blood from monsters. And the more stacks an enemy has, the more damage they take, and then hitting with anything will increase the stack. So even if I hit something with default attack, it'll get one stack of corrupting fever. Maybe I should do enduring. I'm overusing my flask right now. Okay, each time I'm hitting him, he gets a stack up to 10. That drop though, that's from using Corrupting Fever. I just sometimes do it to proc Adrenaline. It's a little bit risky. I wouldn't advise what I'm doing on hardcore. Play like I say, not like I do. Watching you on YouTube, just dropped by to see if I learned something. Oh, nice. That's awesome. We're doing another play with me at the moment. No love. No. Plus gem levels way better. Planning using Stormman for single target? Yeah, we could do. Definitely could do. It's very common. Could do the replica jewel to fix my mana issues this early. Mana is a pain. Won't fix my life stuff, but when I have a 1 point jewel, I do, yeah. Let's go get a... What character did I play last? Was it the Absolution character that still has that in? Oh, nice money key. You mean build week? Yeah. What did I say? Most fun this league? The Winter Orb character. And the RF is very fun too. You're very welcome. Character maybe? Well, he only put 1 and he has 2, so he still has 1. That seems nice. He said play with me? Oh. Spell that can work with totems? Nope. Alright, that'll help. Discord died? Oh, damn. Let me know when it comes back, Traya. I don't know what to do. That's crazy. Poison Cock really not that good without a cluster? It should be. Do you have the helmet focus enchant? That's very important. Not the enchant, but like the craft. A lot of new players ignore that even though it's one of the most important things for the build. This poison stacks infinitely, so duration of ailments is huge. I fixed my mana cost. You'll get full. However many projectiles you'll have all of them on single target because it fires straight down and the AoE is massive. +1 or 40% increase? Probably +1 still. Pretty a Kiki to do that one then, Tra. And that should be pretty easy to do. If not, I'll have to do it. Yeah, sweet. Ah, I was wondering why it felt weird. Attack in place is so important. Should always have it on every skill except dash.
Daring dark and dingy spaces.
Alright, we are level 38. $1,200 life. We need a little bit more. I will use all our life. Unless you're playing down below, never taking place with that. Why? Usually have strike stuff, so I usually do anyway. And with brutality, we got a lot more damage.
Not my proudest trophy.
Combustion if using Secrets of Suffering.
Warrior has finally reached
Can you? That's a great question. What's the wording? I mean, it switches your chance, right? So I guess I need 2 more life. 1 more level. I was thinking about running Secrets of Suffering on... Actually, is there any way for me to get... Is there any way for me to get Scorch on Elemental Hit? Not that much synergy with Elemental Hit. I don't know what the biggest synergy would be. But I was looking at the Pox, like AoE from the boots yesterday. And I wonder if you could make some crazy Scorch fire build with AoE. I think that'd be really, really cool. 100% chance to Scorch on a ranged kill with crazy AoE. Maybe Flame Blast. Ignite Smite. There, you have the Scorch Boots. Yeah. Fireball with the Jewel. True. True. It could be interesting. I just really want to make like a kind of auto bomber. Wait. Can't I? 3 dragons switches lightning into fire? Is it lightning to fire? There's a cold to fire. Lightning to freeze. To cold to fire. Cold to ignite. That sounds fun. Because we can convert that way. You would just need like Giga AoE, and then you can make an auto bomber with the fire explosions. That sounds really fun. Ignite's amazing.
Time to take my creep on the right.
We'll level up here for a little bit. Yeah, hemophilia soon. More ignite build. They feeling the no pierce. Now that we're getting bigger packs. Yeah, one pierce from the jewel. That's kind of scary. FB totems working again with Elementalist? Maybe. Yeah, actually probably would be best on Elementalist anyway. Yeah, I think that's a really fun Elementalist build. You just need to get a shit ton of AoE. No, I didn't hit any corruption. Do you have to have to blade? No, I need to. I need to once I switch to hemophilia. I have one pierce as well. I have a poacher's aim lying around. I don't need to do the quest. Well, that was hemophilia. Was it like 38 or 40 something?
Now, where was I?
43. Why are you not on the 6th thing? I can't even cast the 5-ling right now. Or barely. Costs too much to cast, Blood King. Don't have enough life. Let us go get the jewel real quick. I have an empire. Hurry up. So weak, he just fell over.
Your ilk will suffer my wrath for what you have done.
Farewell. Remember.
Bannon.
For freedom.
But do you think RF is a little bit too OP? Yep. Should be made illegal. Bit too strong. There. Thank you.
Remember, freedom comes to those.
You're welcome in it. There, we have Poacher's Aim now. We almost have Hemophilia. A chance to bleed when we switch. We don't need that now. I don't. I haven't really had time to do much of that lab. 1391, eh? RF does not do much damage. It's just a tank. Then you're playing RF wrong. Then you're playing RF wrong. You can easily get 5 million plus damage to Bromir. Of course, I was joking about that. It should be made illegal. but it is very strong. Probably, definitely one of the strongest builds this league is Righteous Fire. Yeah, Fire Trap and Righteous Fire. You take block nodes and Glad? Probably, yeah. Probably. Jesus. Leveling this skill up is a hassle. I could take the mastery now, I guess. I could take the mastery. There, we got the one Pierce. Don't really need it early because there's not enough monsters, but now they're starting to be like bigger packs. And it makes a bigger difference. Find a mirror and software trade. What do you buy? I don't know prices on anything. A Mage's Blood, I guess, but it's probably worth less. I don't know. I haven't never played software trades. I don't know the price on anything. Don't know if you can buy a Headhunter or a Mage's Blood. Isn't Uberlab kind of useless as higher EI? Yeah, it's just mana regen. How can I do good start in league practice and also playing explosive arrow champion is really strong? I hate how you have no real movement skill while dual wielding. Yeah, I mean lightning warp is surprisingly good. Lightning warp is surprisingly good. But I feel like it kind of needs the helmet enchant to really pop off, and then it's kind of OP. It's like D2 except it can't go through walls. And it's a big investment. I feel like you have so many things you can use sockets on right now that lightning warp is kind of left behind. I would rather see lightning warp get normalized. I don't know. No, I mean we have so many other skills. Maybe it doesn't need to be normalized because builds that can use it like benefit from it a lot. Can't use rolling blades with ones. Oh yeah, I'll actually take the live mastery next level. That under needs to be built around? Yeah. Jesus Christ. It's been a while since that happened. That's a lot of bots, yeah. There used to be a bot raid in 2017. What was she called? What was the bot called? The bot that was like, are you looking for hot sex? Anyone remember? Fuck, I can't remember. Lisa, no. Elsa? That's closer. Elena. Good old Elena. Every day. Hey, Aries, how you doing? Yeah, it was Elena. Every day. Looking for hot sex? Go to this dodgy link. And then, like, they never fixed it for ages. It took so long. It took so long. It felt like it took a year. I don't want sex, I just want orbs. Damn straight. The Parks Adrenaline. What's happening? They're just banning the bots. I don't actually know if that does anything. It might be kind of pointless, but doesn't do any harm. Harm. They usually just stay in a channel for a little bit. Like, I usually never have follower mode on. We just put on follower mode for stuff like this. Hey, alright, so what build did you end up with this thing? You're playing Elden Ring, right?
It only hurts the first time.
No, I have to
Marvick
follow you.
just resubscribed for 6 months.
Man, make me
Good
with the tier
morning,
3 in the 6 months,
Tea.
dude. Absolution and yes, nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play at launch. So I'll do like a few hours of PoE first and then play some Elden Ring. And then if viewership goes down the dumpster, I'll just flee back to PoE. I really want to play it though. I haven't streamed a Souls game in ages. You're grinding out a Mage Blood. Oh, nice. What did I name our
Phineas
baby?
just
Liam.
subscribed for 2 months.
Thank you, Phineas. Happy the 2 months. Elden Ring seems so poggers. Yeah, I'm very excited. Wonder if there'll be mimics. I like mimics. That's my favorite Dark Souls thing. I really hope. Like, by the way, I know nothing. I think I watched one trailer of Elden Ring. I just really hope that there will be like kind of RNG bosses that will just swoop down and skull fuck me in the middle of nowhere. Like, that would be really cool. Like, just absolutely annihilated. There are bosses roaming the world? Oh, cool. I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited for that. Off topic, but who's the streamer who talks about contract negotiation? Do you mean Devin Nash? A lot of people are saying the game become easy as fuck. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I would prefer a difficult game, but the thing is, like, they kind of have to make it slightly easy too when it doesn't have difficulty settings, just for like accessibility and stuff. Not so much for people with accessibility issues, but for game journalists. Why do people call him CEO Andy? Because he used to be the CEO of CLG and then probably made billions and billions of dollars of selling that. But like, yeah, they have to make it easy or game journalists won't be able to like play the games at all. So it's like, it's very, very important to have features in a game so that you can like either cheat or become immortal, or that the game can move at 2% normal speed so that game journalists will be able to like complete tutorials and stuff like that. Because how else are they gonna do it? I loved Sekiro, dude. It was such a great experience. To anyone laughing at that, look at the game journals that tried to finish the Cuphead tutorial. That's why, honestly, the only reason I started doing game reviews is I feel like there are so few video game players like me that do game reviews. I'm so happy that they've been well received as well, but I'm like, watching game reviews by professional game reviewers is so unrelatable. Like, there was a guy that reviewed, who was this again? PC Gamer or something? No, it was IGN. They reviewed Path of Exile and they took 72 hours to do the tutorial. By the way, like, even like Dance Gaming and Code Carnage, who did like lore playthroughs their first time, clicking and listening to every fucking NPC, did like 30 hours or something. That's mental. Like, it's crazy. Like, I wish there were like a little bit more like actual gamers. I'm gatekeeping gaming here. I feel like it's correct. I feel like there was like yeah, just if you're reviewing games professionally, you should probably be an actual gamer where a tutorial is not too difficult for you. You know? There's the tutorial. Yeah, the campaign. But it was crazy. And they like... It was such a weird review too. It's worth reading. They're shitting on it. They're shitting on Path of Exile in the entire game review. And then it gets an 8 out of 10. And I'm just so confused. They're like, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. 8 out of 10. IGN. And I'm like... The fuck? Yeah, that's the thing. Like Helena, my girlfriend, who never plays video games. She has like less than 200 hours in video games, and most of that is Animal Crossing. She does not consider herself a gamer. She had, I think this was the first game she played on a mouse and keyboard, and it was like 30 hours or 20 hours to complete the campaign. It's crazy. So that's literally the reason why I started doing game reviews myself. Yeah, and she killed it Ziri. First try. I actually didn't think she would be able to do it Ziri. Also, she had us. True, but she has never played a game. We're talking about people that literally do this for a living. Donkey has a good video on video game reviewers. Oh, I would love to watch that. I know, I'm a little salty because it's just like no matter what you're reviewing, it shouldn't just be about how good you write. You should actually like have some basic knowledge of game, in my opinion. I'm a little salty. Like yeah, I'm speed leveling. Can't make it. More like the guy who took a paid week off for himself and wrote a half-assed review in half a day. Yeah. What happened to Righteous Fire? So at the moment we're doing something called Build Week. We're doing one new build per day. You should watch it. He flames the fuck out of IGN. Sounds like my kind of dude. I hate shit like that, dude. Makes me salty. Ah! I held control down, I swear. You're dead already. Couldn't you just go away? Awesome, Shreya. Why they stop channeling every now and again despite being stun immune? They shouldn't. If you have Spire Stone, are you sure you put Spire Stone in an appropriate jewel that it's actually online? Like it needs 40 strength in the radius. Doesn't need to be allocated, but it has a little bit of something for everyone. I'm very strict with my game reviews. That's the only thing I get critique for, is my like game skill. I think I only have one game that's a 9 out of 10. Even PoE is an 8. Bad games are literally a 2. And then like, I don't know, if a game gets a 4, 5, or a 6 on my scale, that's actually fairly high. That's pretty playable. I give a lot of games like a 4. Also, like, this was kind of interesting. I had this one new viewer to the channel. He was really, really nice. He had like just found the channel. He was very positive. And then I said I rated Witcher a 3 out of 10. And he went fucking ballistic. Because I don't like storyline games. Terraria, like 6 or 7. I love that game. I just have a very like harsh scale, I guess. But yeah, I rated Witcher a 3 because that's not the type of game I enjoy, right? Like, I really enjoy like sandbox games, grindy games, difficult games. And it was still okay. It was nice from a storyline point of view, but I'm rating games for what I'm looking for in a game, right? Like, obviously, like for most people, Witcher is like a 9 or a 10 because most people really like story in games. Whereas I don't fucking care, right? Like, I played Heavy Rain once and I like wanted to skip cutscenes. Like I'm not a storyline gamer. There's so few games where I've like gotten like enraptured in a storyline. It's like Baldur's Gate 2, Dragon Age Origins, and Mass Effect series. That's pretty much it. Jesus, that hurts. What's the new keyboard? Are you happy with it? I love it. I bought a Logitech 915, T915, but I think I have to work with some 3D printer to get like a custom made encasing for a wrist rest because that's fucking up my hand. But even then, you can't really rate a puzzle game on its story. It's a story game on its action. Sure, but I'm not going out of my way to play and rate story games either. Right? It was just somebody asked me how I felt about it. I go out of my way to play games that I think I will enjoy, and then I rate them based on the merits of how I enjoy them. That's the only thing that matters. Like, how much do I enjoy the game? Like, I really enjoyed Cyberpunk. I actually kind of like the story in Cyberpunk too, because I had bottom tier expectations for that game because it was so overhyped, and I was like, this is gonna be dog shit. I was actually quite lucky and didn't get a lot of bugs, and I really enjoyed like just making an OP character and going around killing everything and farming. And Cyberpunk had one of the things I enjoy the most in any game. It let me farm a high level zone while under leveled and get slightly stronger item. How do you rate Cyberpunk? 5 or a 6? I really enjoyed it. It's really good. Very enjoyable. The only game I've given a 9 out of 10 is Darkfall Online. Honestly, there's just very few games with an actually well-written story. Yeah, I agree. I agree in that sense. Cyberpunk for PC was okay at release. How can 5 be very good? I just have a really harsh opinion of games. Just refresh music. What ranking would you give Han and Dota 2? 1 out of 10. I absolutely love those games. They are only to be played when you want to make yourself suffer. I don't know. I mean, like a 5 is a fairly enjoyable game. I wrote down my scale somewhere, but like even like a 2 or a 3 doesn't have to be necessarily a dog shit game. It's just generally like it's either like missing a lot of things, maybe has 1 or 2 enjoyable features, but overall not really worth playing. And like a 4 could be pretty good, not something you're gonna play long term. 5, average, you know, nothing special, got maybe a cool few features, but 6, I'd say it's a good game worth playing. You know, like games like Skyrim and Oblivion, I'd put on a 6. I'd play Morrowind on an 8. Maybe close to 9. But the only game that like, so I really love hardcore PvP MMOs. And there's only really been one that like really did everything correct, except killed itself. Like the game died from the devs mismanaging the game massively. So it failed. But yeah, Darkfall Online, 9 out of 10. Skyrim's maybe a 7. I don't know. It's just nowhere near as good as Morrowind. Dota or Han was the first game that broke my perception that games are played for fun. Like, but it's like, I think when you're looking at game reviews, it's just very important to find somebody that's a similar type of gamer to you. And that's why I started doing game reviews, because I don't feel like there is that many. Yeah. If I remember how. Alright, I get it, but on that scale, I won't really be able to use your reviews on my side. No, absolutely not. Most people won't. But the people that like games like I do, like we don't really have anyone that makes reviews. Put in moderation? How do I make him an editor? Channel, stream, partner. Role manager. It's done. That's why it's important to see multiple different reviews from different people. Yeah. For sure. Oh, I love Dyson Sphere, except for one big thing, which is why I want to come back to the game later, because that is something they're adding. But Dyson Sphere really lacked like enemies. Like, I absolutely love in a game when you are getting attacked repeatedly and there's a big enemy that you have to, like, you know, destroy. What reviews have you done? Fuck, I can't remember. Maybe Scry remember. What have I done? Last Epoch? At least? I've done some. They're all fairly well received. What game reviews did I do? Did I do a review for Naraka? I can't remember. New World? Oh yeah. Did I do a I think I might have done one for Lost Ark as well. The sponsored one? That was more of a sum up of the game though, not a review. Oh yeah, yeah. Absolutely upset view of the game. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Important to like different things. New World? I love New World, dude. I really wish it would have regular wipes and hardcore PvP servers, and I would play the shit out of that.
It only hurts
Until then,
the
it's kind of
first
dead to
time.
me.
Delmantis just resubscribed for 11 months.
Almanta's name with the 11 months. See, we're 42. We should have better potions.
My spirit is spent.
Definitely gonna get bigger potions. Wonka. Dark Souls? I love Dark Souls. I haven't done reviews on them though. Hardcore PvP like permadeath in MMO? No, just full like lose all your loot on death. That's what New World was supposed to be initially anyway. Like whenever I played like early alpha, that's what I had. It was very, very fun. Very, very fun. Albion, yeah. Mortal Online 2? Yeah, I'm actually skill training on Mortal Online 2 right now. My character is offline training on Mortal Online right now. There. Thought you had already done a corrupting build recently? Nope. Like 3 or 4 months ago. No, I don't play Trade League Hypix. What I don't get is why they never give us the choice. Splitting servers, I mean, okay for smaller games, for large games. Yeah, that's why I don't get New World. Should have had PvP servers. Like, it would have been such an epic experience. And yeah, I'm very upset they didn't.
Is this what losing a fight feels?
Very, very upset they didn't. It was such a fun leveling experience too. Like, it didn't really have an end game, but... I'm gonna go to the toilet. I'll be right back. No, there isn't Scry up. Oh, sure. All right, continue. Oh, this is gonna be slow. Oh, never mind. Switch belts. It's not like I used it. Don't really use the intimidate. Oh, actually, this works. Right. I really need rings. There, and then one more better one. I think that's perfect. Nice. Perfect. No, not right now. I'm sorry. Just doing a zoom leveling. Can check after I'm done. Hello, Winsby. But also, like, for the type of game I enjoy, I don't think we will really ever see that. It's like hardcore PvP MMOs, there's just not enough players. This is pretty much just like retired people, students, and streamers that could really play them because they take so much time. And just like what people enjoy in gaming has been changing so much. There's like a lot less like people that just enjoy hardcore stuff. A lot of people want things that are easier to obtain. I think it's kind of like, it's more of a like 30 or plus. There's not that many like 30 and below that enjoy it. It's more like something that's come from like the type of games we grew up on. Because we would grow up on games like, you know, Lion King and Jurassic Park and shit like that that were like known for just being really hard, and they were intentionally hard because each play should cost another. Or just like the game wasn't very large. Different type of difficulties, try. That's very, very different than losing everything and having to start over from scratch. Yeah, Jurassic Park on the Game Boy was insane. By the warp totem build, you know how I can make the totem cast warp faster? More cast speed. Like, I have quite a lot of cast speed if you check my gear. Also, be scared. They have said that they are fixing the build. It is bugged and not intended to work like that. They have not said whether that means this league or next league. But it's worth knowing. I have pleaded for the build to be spared. Totem placement speed is how fast you put down the totem itself, which is nice to have. That's why I want to be Hyro. But cast speed is how fast they start casting. What build? Zenith. I didn't really see any options when I bought my keyboards. I don't really know. I can probably check after streaming. It's not very noisy, the other one I have. It's starting to get pretty good damage. The delay from the main place casting is going to get me killed. I get more cast speed. Yeah, like I have. Look at my rings. I kind of want 2 rings because I don't need a curse as bad, I guess. But I really want 2 cast speed rings. I'm playing it on hardcore higher. $86 right now. Oh, nice. Did you go cultist or Hyro? Probably gonna make a Hyro for it. For more placement speed. Here, cultist. I think for hardcore, Hyro will be the better option. It'll be scary to get defense of cultist. And you don't want to use 2 void batteries. Why do they even make uniques if they hate when people use them? I mean, I don't think that's fair. But yeah, I do think it's a little strange because it doesn't have many other interactions. So I think it would be strange to fix this one. Like, it's clearly unintended, so I get that. Maybe they just don't want something bugged in their game, which isn't unfair. But I hope they would let this interaction work. It has to use kill it. Yeah. Like, it's not even broken, it's just strong. Has good downside still. Was it really that broken? No, they're not. Like, if they do fix it, it's not like they're fixing it because it was broken. They would be fixing it because it's bugged. Like, it is an unintended interaction. I get not wanting that in your game, but...
I can't do this just yet.
if they fix that before attack speed on gloves, I'll laugh. Yeah, that would be sad. What do you even use them for? Winter Arm. Champion's really strong, Techo. It's not really 15 million on a budget. It's a pretty big investment to get 15 mil. Like, he's using fucking Legion jewels and stuff. And that's only when it's fully ramped too. It takes a while. It takes like 6 seconds to get fully ramped and the totems can get killed by then. Champion gets Fortify. Do you get Lola with the totems or not? Nah, you get way more than enough damage anyway. That's why I want to go high roll for endurance charges. I have single target now, that's nice. Very nice. Thanks, Super Saiyan. Yeah, but you make it for clearing, you don't make this for bossing. It'll be fine for map bosses. It's hard to make a build. They can't kill those at the moment because they're so weak. And then I would never have this as a bosser build for doing Maven and stuff like that. That would require a big investment. It's very good to have separate builds, like, for different reasons. You can have multiple. But like for clearing, this is like very good. Bye. Nice deco. You farm the invites with this build to make a bolster? Yeah, exactly. Like, it's a very cool mapper build. Definitely struggles with damage in like tier 11s plus. Shizumi, you're gonna stay SSF the entire league? I'm not 100% decided yet. Right now, I'm really enjoying being SSF. I'm very, very sad about the jewels though, like how rare they ended up being. Because first, I was like, okay, they're gonna be so rare, I'm gonna go trade league. And then a lot of people got them, and I was like, oh, okay, they're pretty common, I'll stay SSF. And now I'm like, I have none. Well, I have one, but it's... no, wait, I got a decent one, didn't I? Yeah, I got Scion Pen. Could be really good for Ellie here. Actually really good for that build I want to do. Yeah, so if I do Scion Ellie here, if I got the other one, I have Saboteur, which is AoE and Pen, which is actually really what I need. But yeah, I would need the other one. Now, I am going to try, once I'm done with build week, I'm going to spend like 3 days farming out invitations. Love you. I'm going to spend 3 days farming out invitations. Oh no, that's true. I love you, babe. Hi. Cinnamon? Yeah, I'm gonna use the map strategy where you do like the 70% adjacent maps dropping. Also, my damage feels like it's popped off the last 2 levels. Yes, but not necessarily right now. Can't find Sentinel? Yeah, same. They're hard. I don't want to pick up that map one either. Not that desperate. See, I have a meeting at 3 today, I think.
Farewell.
What do I want to grab next? Undetected gauntlet sponsors and stuff like that. That is very good for me. 40% damage. Do you ever do any POB reviews or streams of that? Yes, I do Sunday roasts, but I haven't planned one this thing. But yeah, I do. I do. I mean, I can just help you out. Just send it to me on Twitter or Discord and we'll do a call or something. And if I ever play League, you can coach me. It's League you play, right? You don't play the good MOBA, do you? I can't remember now. I'm not involved enough in the MOBA world. Need to sign me up for Sunday roast? I don't have one planned at the moment. But yeah, just message me on Discord. Let's play Dota together. Yeah, but you're like, aren't you? I'm just trying to remember. Are you known for League or Dota? Like, I can't remember. A very bad memory. I'm sure better at it than you. Oh no, for sure. But you're a League player, right? League LOL? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I said you don't play the good one as much. I was mid for C9, you dumbass. I mean, I'd rather just be honest when I don't remember something. It's okay not to remember. I agree, Dota as well. Yeah. I love it. You know what's not better in Dota? Turn rate. If Dota didn't have turn rate. I was playing League lately with Quantrik. It was actually pretty fun. I just wish you could deny. You actually like the turn rate? I hate it so much. Being a dad is destroying him. We should play again, actually. That'd be fun. I haven't played Dota for a while. My little hero puddle of one hero. Diablo 3 players play League and PoE players play Dota? There's a lot of PoE players that play Dota. I really like TFT though. I never even bothered trying the Dota out of battler. Love TFT. Heckin' poggers. Best thing about Dota is watching Draskell Mold. Your main role in Dota? So I used to exclusively play position 1 and 2. And I feel that's the best position to climb in pubs. I feel like you can make a bigger like even if a really good support struggles a little bit to make as big of a difference as a really good carry in complete random pubs at low tier. In my opinion. I could be wrong. I'm not a Dota professional. So I used to play position 1 and 2, like mid and hard carry. Now, since I play super casually, I only play position 3. I feel like position 3 is like the best for playing casually. For people that like 1 and 2. Because it's not as try hard. It's so fucking try hard in mid lane. Carry is easier? Yeah, I prefer carry. Way easier to climb. Position 3, off lane, top, solo top. And then my favorite thing to do in Dota was playing Windrunner Tusk with Sai. And we had like we had a good win rate with that. It's kind of broken. Because Windrunner, when you get the ulti, you fire like 20 attacks per second, and Tusk adds like a passive flat damage, so you're just like brrr. And then I played a game with Gazzy, and Gazzy was like, yeah, I can play Tusk, no problem, play whatever you need. And then he rolls, and we roll on top of the enemy, but he didn't know how to cancel the roll, so we just rolled under their tower, and I was like, I thought you knew how to play Tusk. What do you mean you don't know how to stop rolling? Because I was like, stop rolling, what are you doing? No. Hi, Mama that. Talking about Dota. Have you ever watched Slack's video? No, I heard he hates Windrunner, which is the only good hero in the game. It's the superior hero. Windrunner is amazing. Excuse me, you didn't flame him? I haven't talked to him since. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't flame friends from playing Dota anymore. I used to. When I was a child. Wind Ranger signaling is fun. Put some respect on Windrunner. Just because they got sued out of the name doesn't change the name of the hero. Slux is a Techies player, enough said. Yeah, I mean, Techies should be removed from the game. Techies is the worst thing about Dota. Techies isn't even a real hero. Techies is like a mini game. It changes. It's no longer Dota. It's like a mini. It's like playing Pudge Wars. Or like everyone mid. Techies is so stupid. It's such a bad hero. I don't have fun when Techies is on my team. I don't have fun when Techies is on the enemy teams. I don't have fun if Techies is in the game. Techies is getting a rework today? Are they removing the hero? Because that would be a good rework. Yeah, Techies is literally 1v9, dude. I don't want anyone on my team or the enemy team to pick it. Because if it's on my team, the Techies plants mines in the most obvious locations. They all get disarmed by the enemy team. He suicides and doesn't get any single kill. And then just dies repeatedly and has like 118. And then if there's a Techies on the enemy team, he like plants like amazing mines. It's like 36 for 3. Actually, yeah, that's actually a very similar experience to having a Meepo on your team. A good Techies will break your enemy's minds. You never get a good Techies. You never get a good Meepo on your team. I hate Techies with a passion. Like not a moderate amount of hatred. Like a large amount of hatred. Like Teemo in League? I don't know. I don't know many League players. I know Ashe. And I know the girl with guns that runs like this. That's the ones I play. Ashe is amazing. It's like Mirana, but with Global Arrow. Misfortune. I like her Booba run.
My spirit is spent.
Mushrooms that are invisible, like Techie Mines? Oh. Is Teemo a well-received hero in Dota? I mean, League? I really liked Arcane. Arcane was hacking poggers. Everybody hates? It is the same. I don't know. I think they're both fun. I feel like, especially for how I enjoy it, I feel like Dota is better competitively and League is better like casually. I really like denying. I really wish League had denying. I mean, they're kind of the same game. Some minor differences. It was the kindergarten version of Techies, not like League in general. Whoa! Whoa!
Stay sharp out there.
Jacardi, thank you for the 17 months.
The first time.
Jucardi just resubscribed for 17 months.
League is harder to play simply because how low the TTK is. Teamfights are over instantly. I don't know if I would say that League is harder to play. Here, we have a pro league player here. Simply, what do you feel is harder? Competitive level, Dota or League? We'll let him decide. Are you still here, Hi? At least call him Hi. Okay, you know what? Leave me alone. Are you finding this thing? I love it. Did I scare him away with my Dota talk? He's played Dota with me. High-end gameplay isn't really that usually experienced. You're a Final Fantasy player, Try. I don't trust you with anything. God damn it, where did High go? I feel like all the Han players went to Dota. Okay, Mortal Online Andy. Right? How's that a comeback? Oh, with Mortal Online. It's okay. At least there's one thing that unites Dota and League players. It's our hatred for Heroes of the Storm. What a dog shit is. Yeah, most of the hunt champs came from Dota. Do you know what I really like? Smite. I really like Smite. I honestly might start playing Smite again. Dead game? Isn't that making a comeback soon? Isn't there like a big update coming for Smite? You Smite play it again? What helps you more? Watching your YouTube videos or your Twitch stream in the background? Twitch for sure. Like from a support point of view, yeah, Twitch. Third person in MOBAs is just wrong. I really like it. I really hated Heroes of the Storm. Like, I don't think I've ever disliked the game as much. And I really tried it too. I put like a good 50, 80 hours in, which is very little for a MOBA, right? But I really tried because I thought the characters and the design was pretty cool. But like, what the fuck? Like, no items in a game like that? Like, what? If I had items, I would have liked it. What do you think about the Russia situation? I think I prefer not talking about real life on stream since a lot of people use my stream as an escape. And that real life absolutely sucks massive elephant cock. Lol, man with that. Didn't you talk about currency making video? Yeah, I wonder when that'll be up. I was hoping it would be up already. I think it might be up today. Try it. Any input? World Online is played by people who wear sandals and socks and unironically use funny packs. Okay, first of all, there's nothing wrong with funny packs. And sandals and socks, I'm not a monster. I really liked having a MOBA with shorter games that skip the 20-minute whack-a-mole laning phase. I love the laning phase. It's okay, you're a Dota player now, man. With that, you can suffer like the rest of us. The fact that you don't see anything wrong with funny packs proves my point. You play Final Fantasy! I can entirely disregard your opinion. Like, I don't need any other comeback. No matter what you say to me, I can just say you play Final Fantasy and I'll argue, like, want any argument. Ooh. You play PoE? I know, it's glorious. Final Fantasy is good if you enjoy Final Fantasy series. People can't just like what they like. You have to have extreme takes. It's important. Integral even. Especially about extreme things that don't matter.
That's two for me, on.
Did you play Hardcore SSF for the vegan CrossFit or a PoE? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. You know what Final Fantasy has? Girls playing it as opposed to games with balding 30-year-old men? You realize you play PoE too, right? You're kind of shooting yourself in the face here. Also, there's girls that play PoE. Yeah, like 5? There's so many girls that play PoE. Like 10 to 15% of my audience are girls. And we have like ultra giga chat gamers like Lily. I'm just saying. .5% according to YouTube. You know what? That's just YouTube stats. That's because all the girls watching are here listening to my silky smooth voice. Alright? Okay, let's do a check. Everybody write your gender and profession in chat. Hey, is this solid like 80% female doctors? Male ejaculator. Get paid for that? You fuck spiders? Are you Silk? I'm gonna red card you on this one. That's cheating. Matiki, you're on my side. Don't be on Scry's side. He plays Final Fantasy. Who helped you with your bow earlier? Did Scry help you with your bow? Didn't think so. You know what? I don't even like Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Ooh. Fuck you, sis. Weird garbage turn-based game. See, isn't it nice though? Like, I think it's so fun to have like very crazy opinions on things that don't matter at all. I think that's much better. I'm unsubscribing. Someone tried to cancel you on Twitter? I can't be canceled, I'm Norwegian. There's so few of us. We're like an endangered species. Like, we're a rounding error. We barely exist. We are, yeah. If you round it down, like if you look at global population and round down, we don't exist. Actually, even if you round it up. He puts mayonnaise on pizza. That disqualifies him from everything. I put mayonnaise on the crust. Everybody puts mayonnaise on the crust of a pizza. The fuck is wrong with you? Why would you not use mayonnaise on a pizza crust? You dip it in mayo. Hey, are you guys serious? Nobody does that? The fuck is wrong with you guys? Why only on the crust? like there's enough stuff on the rest of the pizza. I'm American and even I think that's disgusting. Fuck. Mayo's amazing. I put mayo on everything. Chicken, steak, chicken, sandwiches. Mayo's amazing. I love mayo. Mayo's great. You guys are wrong. Potatoes? Broccoli? Carrots? Where's map mod to map rarity? Oh, probably Kirax now. It used to be called Zanas. I don't know if it still exists. Liver paste? No, you don't put mayo on liver paste. I don't think most people eat liver paste. I think that's mostly a Norwegian thing. Nice hole you're digging, sir. Vote on Paul. Is this a psychopath? I'm not a psychopath. Ever after that stupid, like, people saw my, like, exclamation mark recipe thing, people are like, oh, this is a psychopath. I'm not. Polls are never wrong. Wait, I need more intelligence. Yes, 83%. This is a psychopath. This is rigged. This is highly unfair. Understandable coming from a Naruto and Iron Man fan. Iron Man is objectively the best superhero and Naruto is amazing. What's wrong with you? Like, Iron Man's superpower is he's so fucking smart. Like, the others were literally like, the others literally RNG'd into like superpowers to make them special. Iron Man is just so fucking smart that he's still the best superhero. Even though he's just a dude. He's that fucking smart. But he's better than any other superhero. Like, hello? Didn't Iron Man RNG into intelligence? No, he read a lot, okay? He likes reading. Actually, doesn't do anything. I already have adrenaline. He just likes reading. He's dead though. You know, nothing has made me cry as much as that did from a movie. Spoiler? I mean, it's like 3 years old. If you haven't watched something 3 years after it came out, you probably don't care enough to complain about spoilers. Like 1 year, maybe. 3 years, you didn't care enough. But yeah, no, like I was watching Thingy with Helena. And I start crying, right? When he's dying. And she looks at me, it's like, oh, are you crying? Wait, you're not crying, you're sobbing. Like, I was like, you know, lost a family member sobbing. I was just sitting there fucking wailing in the cinema, just like fucking brutal. Can't remember the last time I cried like that. I was like inconsolable. I couldn't believe they were doing it. I didn't even cry it up. I didn't even shed a tear it up. It's kind of weird actually, but I like this in pieces. Definitely psychopath. Psychopath. I have emotions. Real men cry, it's okay. I agree.
This
I agree.
lust better be mine.
Cry like a baby when Thanos died? Why? What you're saying is you're a psychopath and we can disregard your opinion entirely? Shut up, Final Fantasy player! I have the worst moderators. That doesn't fly anymore. That's the Final Fantasy player. I think it flies. You idolize a sick man in a tin suit who died like a bitch? The fuck? How dare you? How dare you? Hey, what's wrong with Final Fantasy? Nothing. Nothing. I just like bullying my friend. I have very strong opinions on things that don't matter. Like pineapple on pizza. Like, I don't actually care if someone has pineapple on pizza, but I pretend to. What's fun? You get it from the unique loot explosion very easily. Oh my god, I hate this fight when it doesn't bug. Fox found a mage blade yesterday. I dreamt I found a mage blood. I don't have one. I'll let it. Are you selling him? I don't know.
My spirit is spent.
I really want one. The mage blood incident. Yeah, I had a really weird nightmare. Like first I was being chased by like, well, first I found a mage blood and then I was being chased by some sort of like demon girl in my apartment that was like wailing like a banshee. I woke up before she killed me. That was nice. I stand by the accurate statement that Naruto is the Diablo 3 of Shonen. What the fuck is Shonen? You weeb. Woof! Bark the weebs away. I love Naruto, dude. I hecking love Naruto. Yeah, Iggy. Stupid. It's so weird, like, as if, like, and it's like, nobody on hardcore trade can, like, afford a head or a mage blood anyway. Like, literally nobody can, like, there's, like, 2 people, if that can literally afford to pay for one straight up. So him, like, paying for one over time is completely fine. And it's still, like, as if he has something to prove anyway. He's, like, literally, like, fucking top 3 best PoE players of all time. Watches Naruto and calls others the weeb? That was the joke. I'm glad you spotted it.
It's hard to live.
Hopefully it feels better today. I can see this cosplaying Shikamaru at a local anime con. Why? Because I'm so fucking smart. It's nice of you to acknowledge that, but... No, I like Naruto. You wouldn't even associate with me if I wasn't Mouse. Sasuke. No, I don't like Sasuke. I'm a big Naruto fan. Never give up, never surrender. What's happening about Dota versus League? Okay. Hi, we were asking, what is harder at a competitive level? League of Legends or Dota 2? The pressure is on. Because my dumb editor Skria, who plays Final Fantasy, said League. And it's obviously not League, but I wanted you to confirm it because you've played both a lot. I think Dota is harder, but I've never played it professionally, so I'm not sure. I mean, that basically confirms it. Sorry, Sky, you lose. In Dota, you deny things? Yeah. In League, you run menacingly at your opponent. I think the micro-macro in Dota is much more complex. I literally plays Final Fantasy too. I don't mind if people play Final Fantasy. I just like bullying you because you're my friend. That's entirely different. And there's not much else I can use. I don't even play Final Fantasy. See? He doesn't even... Scry is trying to slander people? When you have to tell someone what you are, you've lost the plot. Never used this to come by argument. Why you gotta be so smart, Mosh? Oh yeah, I believed it. No, I haven't done second lab yet. I'm gonna do Cruel and Merciless for Fortify. Doing Cruel lab doesn't do anything for me. I need Merciless. We can do both now, pretty soon. Teamwork in League is more important than in Dota, so it's harder as a team game, but individually, Dota's harder. I don't want Scry to get any wins. Next yesterday is gonna be nothing but him making silly faces. At the end of the day, me and Scry are great friends. It's just banter. It's just banter. Just a bunch of memes. I think Scry is great. I already won after the mayo incident. Who the fuck doesn't have mayo on pizza crust? Who are these people? Tomorrow is Necro, and then we're done with Build Week. I'm seriously, everybody I know dips pizza crust in mayo. Even when you when you order pizza, you always get garlic mayo by default with your pizza. Like a green box. Literally everybody gets that. It's like default with every pizza. It's like the default dip you get when you order pizza. That's what you get. Only in the UK? But that's where I am. Yeah, Domino's, Pizza Hut, everything. Why is it on followers only? Oh, we had an incident with a bot wave earlier. But we can probably try turning off follower only mode now. I don't really want follower only mode on. Not in the UK, only Domino's. I'm literally in the UK. Every pizza gives you garlic mayo dip by default. Pizza Hut. Wait, hold on. Let me open up fucking Just Eat. And like you said, obviously Domino's does. Let's see. This is hectic. Right, let's see. Where can I order pizza from? Search by...
My spirit is spent.
Can I even order pizza at this point? Four-star pizza, they give you for sure. Like 4-star pizza does. Pizza Hut. There's another one too. It sounds like Pizza Hut, but it's not. Not mayo, it's butter. It's garlic mayo. Oh. Oh yeah, because I didn't have adrenaline. In Norway, you get garlic or a dressing, not mayo. I don't know about Norway. I haven't been to Norway for years. But I will concede that the UK isn't really known for good food. So I'm kind of dying on a hill here. Well, I love mayo. Do you know, you figure after like colonizing half the world, they would have brought like more good food back home. There's not really that much good food here. Like you can get very little Mexican food here, which is objectively the best food type. Followed by Indian, which there is a lot of here, thankfully. And then followed by Chinese. UK took all the spices and only used vinegar and salt and pepper. Fish and chips. Ooh. Said it only to choose very specific things. True. You don't like black beans and toast soaked in fat for breakfast? And they like eat blood pudding. Out of all things that are edible and tasty, they decided to eat just blood. Why? Who hurt you? And what happened to Scotland? Like, why haggis? Like, why? Blood pudding slaps? I was like, you deserve a slap. It's normal in Norway too? Yeah, it's normal, but it shouldn't be. Like liver paste. That's tasty. You come from a country that eats surströmming. I don't defend that, do I? It's disgusting. Hello, bless you. Haggis is the food of a man. You don't want your food to fight back.
Don't do anything I would.
What did I miss? What did I miss skill point wise? What do you think about honey? Technically, we're eating bee cum. Not bee cum, it's bee vomit. And I love honey. I love bee vomit. It's not bee cum. Yeah, that made it better? It is better. Like, if you think about it, most foods are kind of disgusting. Except, you know, like fruit, I guess. But like, you know, even like chicken is kind of disgusting. Like, it's a carcass. You're eating dead animal flesh. That's kind of nasty. When you start thinking about it. We colonized because the food was shit here? Well, like, why didn't you bring some back home? Fruit is plant vagina. I love plant vagina. Beautiful. So if you really think about it, a lot of food's kind of gnarly. We're zooming, dude. This is gonna be over 3 hours maps. Kind of sad. Eggs or chicken periods? Yeah, see if you think about it. And like figs have wasps in them. So when there is, they could get better elsewhere. Why the fuck were they home to this shit? Oh. Oh wow, Flowbed. What's wrong eating meat if we're predator animals by nature? No, it's just kind of nasty to think about. Like, I wouldn't see like a dead cat on the side of the road and go like, I'ma dig in. Buy the comic sanguine? Oh yeah. You would if you were hungry? No. I go kill somebody I didn't like and then eat them. Hello? It's like a way better solution. Hom nom nom. Also, I would just order food if I was hungry. What do you mean? What do you mean? Why would I eat like you're walking home and you see like a dead animal, you're like, I'm hungry. You can just wait a little bit and order food. Order a kill on somebody? No, why would I order a kill on someone? Ethically sourced. No, I mean I don't think I can actually kill something. If you're starved, you wouldn't be picky. I'd have to be very starved. Not everybody's rich. You're saying if you're poor, you will eat a fucking dead cat lying on the side of the road? Yep. You ever eat pig feet or beef tongue or oxtail? No. I try to stay away from odd foods. I remember I was feeling frisky one day. So I really like getting to a level with a restaurant where I can come in and just order the usual. I would normally like eat the same thing for like a year at a time. That's what I prefer. Right? So normally I would just have like chicken roast or something like that. Like roasted chicken. And I would have that every day for a few years. And then one day I was feeling frisky. And they were like, do you want the usual? And I was like, no. Surprise me. And they were like, oh, what about blah, 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 blah. I didn't really hear what they said. No, I didn't really care, right? Because I said surprise me. So I was like, sure, that'll be grand. And then I get my food and staring up at me is a blue shell. And it looks disgusting. And I had to like pick it out. And I don't like shellfish. Like that's why we kill Malachi. So I ate it. It wasn't great. You know, it was there. You have to eat it. If it's in front of you. Did you leave and never go there again? No, I went there all the way until it closed down from COVID. It died. It was a nice restaurant. They didn't even have that good food. I went there just for the service. Like, they were so nice to me. I didn't really, like, care for the food. It wasn't, like, the best food I've ever had. It was just a really nice atmosphere, and the people that worked there were really nice. That's the main reason I went there. Service does matter? Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's the only reason you tip in Europe. That's like the biggest difference from America. You have to tip like 10% or something crazy by default. Like a very, very big difference. You've never tipped? Wow, I tip very often. Obviously, when I'm in America, I tip, but even here, I would tip quite often. Like, I don't like forced tipping. Like, I don't think, like, the American way is that very smart there. Like, obviously, they should just get higher salaries, but I tip when I'm happy with the service, and especially if it's somewhere I'm gonna go multiple times. It's not a thing at all where I'm from. The problem is the expectation of tipping. Yeah, no, I mean, it should never be expected. The tipping should be a nice thing. I remember this was right after my best ever earning months. It was like 2018. And my favorite restaurant, I found out it was shutting down. This is not the one I mentioned. This was a restaurant called Chiquitos. It was a Mexican place. I love Mexican food. And the waiters there had always been like really, really nice to me. It would be like the number one place I would take girls on dates and stuff like that when I was single. And like so I'd been there a lot. It was my favorite place to go. And then the waitress, like one that I had fairly regularly, she like came up to me and was like, "Oh, you must be devastated." And I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "You don't know?" I was like, "No, Pepe laugh? I don't know." And she was like, "Well, Chiquita's just shutting down in 2 weeks." I was like, "What?" And she was like, "Yeah, like it's just shutting down." And then she was really sad. Like she started like to just chill at our table and talk for a while. And she was really sad because the management, like they were trying to have an after party thing. And the management had taken their entire tip jar. Right? Like they'd taken their entire tip jar to pay for shutting down fees or something. I don't know, some bullshit reason. But they'd taken the money they'd saved up for an after party. So they were all like really sad, the people that worked there. Which sounds like it should be illegal. But, you know, I've lived for, you know, a few years. So I feel like that is the kind of shitbag thing that would happen at a restaurant. I could see that happening, right? And then when I left, I think I tipped like £60 or something. Because I felt bad for them. And then I just left. And she came out running after me and gave me a hug. I felt so good. That's why we help other people, right? To feel good about ourselves. And then she was like, "Oh, it's too much. Take some back." And I was like, "No, it's fine." Because I had a really good streaming month, right? And then he's in. No, I had a girlfriend at the time. I just did it to feel good about myself. But then years later, like a year or 2 later, I was in another restaurant, and she was. I heard a waitress was like, "Hey, I know you," and I didn't instantly recognize her. It was the same girl. At first, I was like, "Is this somebody that knows me for stream?" Because I do get recognized in Belfast Nottingham. And I was like, "She's very pretty. She doesn't look like my viewers. Like, you know, yeah, I don't have very high expectations for you guys." So I was like, "She's not a PoE player." And she was like, "Do you not remember? It's Chiquitos." And I was like, "Oh!" And then she started flirting with me there, and my ex, I was with a girl that was sitting there. She was not very happy. She was like, "So who's that?" And I was like, just a waitress that I tip." Not very happy. Harsh but fair. It's only memes. It's only memes. I just want to make you guys... I don't want to make you guys laugh. That's like too much of a tall order. I just want to make you guys smile and exhale more air than normal. Like a good like... Like, because getting someone to laugh, that's very hard. You have to be like an actual comedian for that. Like, people usually laugh when they see my face, but then like past that, you know, I have low expectations. I paid her a lot of money to make me feel better. Should have been the explanation. Yeah. Have you seen the Friends episode? The Friends is a really good episode about this. How like you can never do a selfless deed. Like you always, like it's like no good deed is ever selfless. Then Phoebe ends up like trying really hard, but then she like, yeah, it always comes back to her. You know, honestly, I think I can just end the YouTube video here. Because keep them around 3 hours. And then people that want to continue watching on YouTube can continue watching the Twitch VOD. And we'll just link to that like normal. Well, I'm assuming Scry has been linking the Twitch VOD. If not, he's letting the YouTube crowd down. Because there's not really much going to change here. And I'm actually going to stay in VA for a little bit. And just grind. And that makes for kind of boring content. So, I hope you guys enjoyed watching on YouTube. You can keep watching on Twitch if you would like. We'll make the VOD available. And thank you guys so much for watching. More importantly, subscribe to this channel. And then more importantly, try to die less than I do.